Fire Escape Engineers Inspector Summary Video. Here we are in Framingham, Massachusetts. We have 5 fire escapes that are balconies and ladders. We're going to use this one as the example of a typical fire escape. This one has some problems that are related mainly to the through bolting, yet those down there are properly through bolted, but they don't have as many issues as some of these fire escapes here. So let's take a look at it. The first thing that we're going to have is that this is not through bolted into the building as required by law. And that's what a lag bolt looks like going into a building. It should be a through bolt. So this is lag bolted and not through bolted. So that's illegal. When you're dealing with the connections on the building, this is all welded, and these welds are unverifiable without using thousands of dollars of machinery to verify the weld. But as soon as I pop a bolt through it, that bolt will basically nullify that connection as well as this. So all these connections are questionable because they're welded and they weren't sealed. I've got issues that I can't verify the connection, but as soon as you throw a through bolt, minimum ½ inch through those connections, then that's verifiable. Your railing, it's an all welded railing, so I got to make sure that my corners are connected properly with a strap that goes from one side to the other, and make sure that this railing going to the ladder is connected. So just verify anything that's a weld. If it's a major structural weld, it's got to be verified or nullified and or rebolted. See, into the building, it's all covered and unverifiable right now because of the vinyl. So instead of trying to dig out the vinyl there, what we're going to do is make a new connection there, and that will basically allow us to tie this fire escape back to the building. All this cage, we have to verify with the city whether or not this cage here, cage there, no cage there, no cage. So if the city wants cages, we have to basically match these cages. Otherwise, all these cages have unverified welds, and you can see what happens. All that weld, all that rust is getting in there, and so these are unverified. We need to put a bolt right through there. Once you put bolts through there, then these things is verifiable. This railing, this is a handmade ladder. This is not a real made ladder, but water's getting in. But I need a bolt. Put a bolt through here. I don't have to verify that weld anymore. So as soon as I put a bolt through here, I'm good. The whole entire ladder is welded, and it's unverifiable welds because the rust has got into it. Look right there. Rust is getting in there, so instead of me having to re-weld that, I can just bolt it and we're good. The water gets in here, and through freeze and thaw, look what happens. Freeze and thaw makes the connection come out of here. See, this used to be lag bolted in, but now it's popped out. This one's popped out through freeze and thaw. We have a choice. We're going to put 2 new holes here side by side and put these back in, or these got to come out and this has got to go up 1. So if this is a 3/8, it's got to go to ½ inch, because the wood inside has got water that was fed through it through wicking process here. And what that means is that this has rotted the wood inside, and we need to go to at least a ½ inch bolt. Otherwise, 2 new 3/8 bolts, and then we can put these back in and then seal this all up so that water doesn't get back in there. We do have some painting issues on all the fire escapes, so they structurally sound, they must be kept painted. And we do have some obstructions, and the obstruction issues is that potted plants can't be up there because it can't have obstructions down below. We also have an AC unit down there that is against the law in case anybody dies inside that unit with that AC in the window. The owner is held liable. Some of these units also have problems into the ground. They're sitting in the ground, they're rotting in the ground, so you got to sonotube those only about 1 foot so that it stays above grade. Again, a lot of these have welded angles as the bracket. It's not very natural to the hand, so these ladders are going to be grandfathered in, but gratings was swapped. It's not tied in at the very top, the 2 together, and then unverifiable connections to the wall. So we just got all kinds of rookie mistakes that were made on this. But again, this one is through bolted, and that's what a through bolt looks like right there. See that through bolt right there? That's basically there's a plate on the inside, and it can't pull out because it's got a plate on the inside of the building. So these 3 are properly through bolted, and they have, as the photographs will show, some issues that are welded connection issues and old bolt connections that have rotted through. Mainly these down here are fully welded fire escapes, and they have these 2 down here are not through bolted correctly, so they need to be through bolted instead of lag bolted into the building. Any questions? Fire Escape Engineers, Inspector Manessis here. Any questions technical, give us a call, 800-649-3333. Any bidding questions on this particular project, please contact the owner for any bids or anything related to the pricing of this project.